I've waited 2 weeks to make myself green. Welcome back to my channel. I've decided today that I'm going to be doing a tan review of the Molly Mae Filter Tan. I purchased it a couple of weeks back. It came in this beautiful packaging, but it has taken me till now to be able to do the actual like full review of it fairly, because my Saint Tropez was it? No, my Bondi Sands tan that I did use was really clinging and wasn't coming off properly, and I was like, right, I'm just going to leave it until I am as pale as can be, so that I can give the filter tan like a full review without it being unfair or biased in any sense. So yes, I am as pale as I get. Here I am. I'm so excited to tan. It's been such a long time. A friend recommended that I get the extra dark, so I purchased the extra dark version of the tan. First impressions of like postage and packaging, just quickly, it came super quick. It did say that, I swear it said it would be like 5 to 7 days, and it came within like 4, and that was over the weekend as well, so I was really impressed with this. I ordered it on the Friday and by the Tuesday it was here. Is that 5 days? It did come really quickly. Obviously you had to pay for the packaging, like the postage and packaging, and it was quite a little bit extra. I think it was like £4. But because it came so quickly and in such lovely packaging, like there was the box, tissue paper, all wrapped really nice, like I can kind of see where the money's going. So far I'm happy. The only other thing I have to say is that my skin is quite bad at the minute. Yeah, I have a few issues at the minute with eczema, dry skin, where what I do is I always put a bit of moisturiser on first. Should have either the same effect all of the fake tans I've had with me, bar the last one. That's my face moisturiser. Oh. Nice and brown. It looks like poo. Wow, that is... Never smelled a fake tan like that. That is... Oh my goodness. That is so dark. But that smells incredible. That's the nicest smelling fake tan I've ever had. And there's also not a fake tan yet that hasn't had the smell. You know, the smell. But wow, that's bad. Because Callum is the first to complain about the smell of fake tan. So, time will tell. To be honest, I'm not fussed about the smell of fake tan, but I'd prefer not to have the, if you want a fake tan, you can sleep downstairs threats. So, I don't know whether it's my light in here, but my arm literally looks green. If this is bad and my whole body's green, I'm going to be so angry. And I'm going to come back when my body's all done, and then I'll let you know how I think I'm going to turn out tomorrow. I have completed the tan now, if you can kind of tell. I was kind of like, I'm not too sure, because it was going on like you saw green. However, it's no longer green, it's gone to a nice colour. However, I'm going to go wash my hands and scrub them because I know that this is going to be an issue. And then the only other thing that I have that's an issue is I had my bloods taken the other day and it's clung to where the stickers were, which is brilliant. The final issue that I had, which none of them, funnily enough, are to do with the actual tan, is that a soft mitts. It's my first time using one of them, and I've literally used it. This is the 3rd time that I've used that mitt, and I realised halfway through that the reason that it wasn't working is because whatever product I used beforehand had clung to it and made it almost matted. Anyway, I'm going to go wash my hands, wash the mitt out now, and I will see you all in the morning. Just a little added extra as well. Smell wise, personally I really like it, because the Bondi Sands one was really almost like artificial, whereas this, it's just lovely. You'd have to smell it. It's almost like fresh tropical, like, I don't know, it's really nice. However, if you have a boyfriend like mine who doesn't like the smell of fake tan, he did open the door to my bedroom and go, oh god. So for their noses, it's obviously still there. I've literally just turned the ring light off and my legs are dry, like, and I've just done it, and I remember sitting wet for about 45 minutes after the Bondi Sands one. So far so good. But now I will update you in the morning. I feel like that was all I had to say, and if I've missed anything I will just add it in the morning. Please excuse the bedhead and the fact that I actually can't look into the light yet. That's bright. So back on the tan front, I think where I rub my face into the bed and sleep face down, it must have come off a bit, but I have just had a shower. I've washed off my fake tan, and I've just blow dried my hair as well. So the tan last night, I think
because of my issue with the glove that I mentioned, which I'm going to pick up a new one today. I'm not going to use that glove again. I think I'm going to go back to not the soft ones, the sponge ones. They're still soft, but I seem to be able to get a lot more of a smooth. I feel like sometimes the soft, what do you call it, like the fur almost, it affects like the streaks of your tan, and I don't think that the glove lasts as long. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people said that the Molly Mae one's really good, and maybe at some point I will test it just to see, because it could be a really good one. But I am going to go back to my sponge tanning mitts in the meantime, just because I think it's a lot, you know, it's just easier. It's what I've always used. So then last night, drying wise, my legs dried straight away, but I did one layer on my legs, and they've got a nice colour. So my arms is when I started to realise the streaks, because I've got quite... Although my hair on my arms is blonde, there's quite a lot of hair there, and I think that with the mitt being a bit dodgy, the tan was like catching in my hairs, and it took me a while to get my arms not to be streaky. But again, I think that was down to my mitt and not the tan at all. Arms took a little bit longer to dry, and I think it's because I probably did about 3 layers on my arms in the end, with the amount that I was going like backwards and forwards and stuff. Overall, drying time was absolutely fine. Washing it off this morning, I woke up and you'll have seen by the clip, but my arms looked really dark, and since washing it off I found it was like a really good sign, because as the tan was washing off, it was washing off in an orange colour, which I'm used to the St. Moritz washing off in a green, and that's generally because it ends up going green eventually, not the tan on me. So yeah, colour I'm really happy with. I'm filming this in natural light just because I thought that it would be better for you to see in this. So colour of my arms, I absolutely love it. This is kind of the colour I go when I am in the sun. I think I was actually darker than this, and I got quite a dirty colour when I'm in the sun. Right, so this is going to be the best angle I can get. My legs have gone a lovely colour, really nice and rich. Love it. I am actually really happy with this tan. Obviously the only thing with it is £20, and then you have to pay postage on top of it, so it works out about £24 for the tan. However, it obviously depends how long the bottle lasts. I don't tan religiously every week. I probably tan every 2 weeks or every week and a half. So yeah, hands wise, in where I am in this light, I think that it looks fine. Backs of the hands, nothing's clung to my knuckles, which is one of my pet peeves. Yeah, it's kind of just perfect hands wise. I do think that it is something that I will reach for. I definitely will repurchase it. I think it's brilliant. The only thing that is a bit like is because you obviously have to get it shipped, although I do assume she'll probably get it sold in some sort of like boots soon, which would be ideal, because if you didn't have to pay the postage, £20, you know, it's not horrendous. Honestly, I genuinely thought it was going to go green, but when it seems to be like, it's almost like, you know, when like a foundation oxidizes and it goes like a little bit darker, it's almost like you put it on and it's this, because whatever colour the foam looks like is what colour it ends up going on as, but it's almost like as the air gets to it, it turns to that colour. So it comes out brown, you put it on, and I was like, it looks like it's tinted green, and then I give it 2 seconds to when it started drying in, and it went back to the colour that the foam was, like a nice brown. And then yeah, this morning I woke up, I did look very dark this morning, but it's washed off to a beautiful colour. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll be back soon with another video.